What if your specification was the source code, and the code was just a build artifact? Three flavors of this idea exist, and most teams confuse them. Spec-Driven Development flips the workflow. The specification becomes the primary artifact, and AI agents read it to generate the implementation. Code becomes downstream of intent. There are three maturity levels, ranging from lightweight notes to a full single source of truth. Category 1 is Spec-First Development. You draft a thorough specification up front, anything that captures intent. The AI agent reads it, processes it, then produces working code from start to finish. The spec here is treated as a letter of intent. Once the code ships and is verified, the spec is often archived or quietly discarded. Future maintenance falls back to manual code reading. The intent gets reverse engineered. You are probably already doing this. CLAUDE.md, the project file Claude code reads every session. .cursorrules, the per repo file that Cursor consumes. Copilot-instructions, GitHub Copilot's repo-level guidance. All lightweight specs. Used once, then mostly forgotten. Category 2 is Spec-Anchored Development, considered the recommended industry standard today. The specification evolves alongside the codebase across its entire lifecycle. It lives in version control, co-located with the application, always in sync. The spec becomes a living document. Every AI edit, every refactor, every new feature is anchored back to it. This prevents code drift. Changes still have to satisfy the original business requirements, no matter who or what made them. This is where the real frameworks live. GitHub Spec Kit, an open source CLI with over 93,000 stars and support for 30+ AI coding agents. AWS Kiro, the agentic IDE powered by Claude Sonnet. BMad Method, an enterprise framework with 21 specialized agents covering the full workflow. Category 3 is Spec-as-Source development, and this is the boldest model. The specification is the single source of truth. Humans only ever edit the spec. Code is a compiled byproduct, regenerated from intent. Want to change behavior? Update the spec, and the agent regenerates the entire output. Humans never manually edit the generated code. The spec is the only thing that exists, the only thing that needs to be maintained. The tools here are still experimental but real. Tessel Framework, where the spec is the maintained artifact and Tessel Build regenerates the code. CodePlane, with a markdown extended DSL called Plane. Both descend from model-driven development but without the rigid traditional DSLs. So think of these as a ladder of trust in your AI agent. Level 1, Spec First, trusts the agent once. Level 2, Spec Anchored, trusts it continuously but verifies against the spec. Level 3, Spec-as-Source, trust it completely on every regeneration. Which category does your team operate in right now? Drop your answer in the comments. I would love to hear where your team is at. Like and follow for more Around Now stories.